gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
Playerunknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by Expulse.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to our first squad's first-person PUBG tournament. We did run some in the past just for experimental purposes, and today it's also an experimental purpose. We are testing our new platform. Obviously there's some bugs that need to be cleared out, and we will be clearing those out very, very soon. This is Expulse. We are working on some more tournaments. We've got our duos, our traditional duos first person tonight, starting at 7 CEST, and those are always fun and professionally run. Again, apologies for the inconvenience to some players who may have had some issues. But that's okay, issues happen. And that is the name of the game. It's also a very different time that we're running this. And yeah, this is the way it works. We're just testing out some new stuff. We definitely want to do more tournaments. We are planning on that. And that is what is happening today. The tests, the mistakes, and the fixing that we will do afterwards, all part of the game. Well, getting some background music from somewhere, I don't know where exactly. Ah, I know where. Never mind, apologies. And I think the players are starting to fill up. It's fantastic. 33 players already in. I did say that if we don't have enough players, we may open up the server, but for now I think we should be okay. The idea is to ensure that we have some good quality teams and some good quality elo scores. So it's quite well balanced, and you can now see on the screen how it looks like. And of course I can run through the details in a bit more in a few seconds. We've got aim point. Aim point's got an average score or elo of 2,492. They did have one player change, so we'll see how that impacts them. Unfortunately, we weren't able to register it in enough time. We've got Santa Boys, Turkish, full-on Turkish team, and one of our PUBG members, Rampage, is also on it. He specifically messaged and said, "Do not call me Rampage Erkin. I am Rampage only." So we're gonna stick with Rampage. They've got a little bit of a less in terms of elo score, 1697, which is still pretty good. Roger Codger, full British team. MPG Bad Wolf, looks like there seems to be an issue here. We'll need to check up on this later. But yeah, they've got a decent rating as well. Then we've got Elite Force from Indonesia. Pretty hardcore team. I mean, they've done over 209,000 damage in this season alone, with an average rating of 2,338. A Pistol in a Dream, 1926, full German. Bratva, one of my favorites. Full, again, 2,726 average rating, and one of my favorite players, Italiano's on it. ASOS, with a mixture of Turkish and German. I believe the entire team is Turkish, but probably one of their members lives in Germany. And then we've got Degenerates, Lithuanian team, and Banana, a full Lithuanian team. Poljas, who contacts us on a regular basis and asks us a bunch of questions and we answer them. And then we've got KO, which is another Lithuanian team. That is the makeup. Of course, there's another one, Pandox Esports. There again, we had some bit of a technical difficulty. Pandox is also a very strong team, full on German. And yeah, that is what it is. Messages coming in. And hopefully we'll get this sorted and running soon. That is the plan. That is the plan. I hope there's not the music itself is not too loud. Obviously, by the time you do mention this to me, it will be already 5 minutes, because there is a 5-minute delay when we run this. We are working on technology where during the time we run the stream, run the game, and during the time we actually have engagements, there will be hopefully some changes, and that's something we're working on and we hope to fix in the near future. Maybe even tonight. 52 players in. We've got a couple of full teams, so just trying to figure out. I think there's one more team, Poskella's. Poskella, why is he alone? I need to figure this out. And Poskella's not in our Discord. Wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the X-Pulse 4-man tournament. And this is first person. So I think we're going to start now very soon. We're starting in 60 seconds. I think that's a reasonable statement to make. I don't know what Poskella, who Poskella's in, so I'm just gonna have to kick him out. And we've got Star-Lord as well, which is interesting. So let me just check if Liban, if Pandox Esports is in. Pandox. Okay, so there we go, that team's now fixed. Great. So it's only Poskella who's alone. Poskella unfortunately will be kicked out. I'm guessing he's not part of TR Mighty Duck. Let's see, where is Poskella? I think he was part of Team Banana, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's not. I don't even know who he's part of. So he's just gonna be kicked out. Sad, but true story. TR Mighty Duck, Stingray Chul, and Darsho. Anyways, so they're missing Boppin on Airfam. That's who they're missing. Okay, looks like everyone's in. I think there is. Yeah, I think everyone's in now, so we're gonna start soon. What the hell is Poskella? Don't even know who Poskella is. This is ridiculous. So unfortunately, our platform only extends to xpulse.com and we can't integrate yet with PUBG. There are rumors that PUBG may launch APIs in the future, in which case we will then fix it. Poskella's now kicked. It's like some crashes. It's a pretty we need some method of, I guess, real-time communication with all these players. So it looks like TR, Mighty Duck, and Stingray will be one man down. They have a new player coming in. And we are about to start. Of course, we're a bit late. I apologize. Sometimes that happens. Right. Just waiting for the Mighty Duck to get in. And they're in. So now it's all about starting this. Oh, Boppin on Airfam is in now as well. Let's move him. Oh, he moved himself. Perfect. So now it's Poskela. Kick. Again. Kick. Again. And play. There we go. The game is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. And we are about to start as well. So, this is Playerunknown's Battleground. And this is our first ever PUBG Squad's first person view. Now, I'm not a professional caster, as you can probably tell. Our professional caster is basically Stifler, and Stifler is scheduled for running our prime tournaments, which are in the evening. This is merely a get to know the community better, get to understand the game better, get to test the platform, get to test some new settings, and you know, we will be launching a squad league, or maybe a different format type of league in the near future. But right now, this is what it is.
Hello everyone! You will lose! You will lose!
The battle should be.
You will lose, you motherfucker!
Oh, language! I can't change this. How do I change this?
You retarded!
Okay, no worries. Okay, language is obviously something that's not cool. Sure. Okay, so 41 seconds, 52 players in. What is going on with these commands? Okay, that's fine. Nope, that's not fine. Oh, there we go. There we go. Figured it out. Figured it out. We're good now. Whoa. Steven! Taking a quick one. Quick little bath. Right. Checking out the map. Let's see. Everyone's there right now, wondering where the plane will take them from. And now they've all gone, heading towards this island. And they're coming in from the top. Can we see the plane? And I think I just crashed. Wow. Like, it's, oh no, never mind, it didn't crash. It's just I guess a glitch. So, players have jumped around. The plane's heading towards military, which is fantastic for a lot of players. Surprisingly, not many are actually jumping towards military. We've got just one player jumping towards, no, one team jumping towards military. That's it. Everyone else, a couple of players going to Pachinki, a couple going to Milta, probably Milta Power at the end, Just one entire team that will have military base all to themselves. And then you've got Rozok in play, and you've got Severny in play. So most likely people are anticipating the ring to be a little bit on the left side, which is why most of the players are tilting towards there. And most likely because this is squads and first person, people are going to hug the wall in order to cover the back, because you don't have 360-degree view when you have this type of scenario. So that is how it's looking like. Dark Shadow in an extremely interesting spot. This is how they see it. Already got himself a nice little pistol with his buddy Ambron, and they're basically regrouping. I need to get reused to this spectator command, but getting there slowly. Guys, remember we're doing two of these tournaments, or two of these games, just to see how players react. We don't expect much action in the start in first person because of the fact that you don't have third person in there. But there are a couple of spots which could be interesting. Pachinki is one, and Rozok is another. Couple of teams in this area. Of course, they won't immediately notice each other, but there's a chance that Lebanata and McGonagall are going to notice each other. They should, theoretically, at least here. Moik's out in the open now. Got himself a nice little shotgun. Is he in the building and it hasn't rendered in yet? Because that's what it looks like. I need to adjust the graphic settings a bit. Let us see if this anyhow fixes it. Or am I just not seeing any buildings? These people are not flying, they're in buildings. So maybe there's something wrong with my settings. Let's try a different person. Okay. Now I'm confused. Clearly something's wrong with my settings. And I tested this before, you seem to be working fine, so I don't know what the issue is. This is why we don't cast, or I don't cast. Either that or there's a new spectator bug. In which case, the entire casting of this is going to be pointless. So we may just do an exit to the lobby and restart, not the game. Maybe rejoining might help the situation. Join my game. Okay, I am now in the game again. Let's see if this fixes my situation. There we go. So it was a little bit of a bug, now it is fixed. Still 52 players alive. Ring has centered pretty much in the center of the map, or looks like it. Povaskora So the banana team, all good, all fine. Pepperino came in play a little bit, close to military. Maybe try to see if he could get into it. We've got the team in Pochinki, which is fine, but this is the which I was looking at this area before exactly. So I was looking. Nope, this is not the one over here. I think. So we've got two teams here, close quarters. Heroes 96. I believe this is the team from Indonesia. And remember, folks, this is the view they have. Taking some shots. Decides not to go, gets knocked out. TR Mighty Duck, the team that had their player come in last, knocked out Heroes. Moikas, Lebanata, Koro are aware. But it looks like TR Mighty Duck is in a pretty good position now. He might have noticed. Never mind, he has decided to go down and retreat. Bop in on air farm, trying to understand where those shots are coming from. I think he knows they are from, no, he doesn't know they're from up there, because if he did, he'd be looking in that direction. He assumes they came from the west. And he's looking for a player, but he can't see anyone. Now, Moika's just got knocked out. Weapons. Okay, I think there's some spectator bugs, or it could be my settings that are creating this issue. I see some guns and I don't see some guns. Alright, Hero's making a break. In the cover of the building, he should be fine. Moikas, who's healed up, is also going to make that break, and they're going to be safe from the Mighty Duck, the Bopin Iron Farm, and Darsho. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Roger Codger. First shots taken, first knockout taken, but no deaths till now. So, all is well, all is safe. 52 players still alive. Just securing the vehicle for his team. Hiding the vehicle in a way that it can't be detected. But little does he know that he doesn't have to worry about any detection whatsoever. Povas is like, nah man, I've got my own vehicle. I'm sorry, someone just took shots at this vehicle. And the question is, where did those shots come from? I think it's all good at the moment. Again, nobody's dead yet. Psychodan sees Gaxi. Starts not really getting Gaxi. Gaxi's a good player. Receives a bit of damage now. Lying down and not going to shake too much. Gaxi. Gaxi may. Okay, I think this is wishful thinking, trying to get Gaxi at that range with a pistol. Italiano coming from around. Star-Lord next to him. Now, their position is known to Gaxi. Italiano, as you can see, is in the background. So now both Rampage and his team now know that Gaxi and Italiano are heading up towards that hill, right? Question now is whether Italiano and Gaxi will engage. No, they've disappeared. They're like, forget it. We're not taking these early fights in first person. 52 players still alive. Let's see how the ring is doing. So, Pachinki, players in Pachinki, Mr. Gurga and Volker Setten and Turkyulov, clearly Turkish team, doing completely fine. No stress whatsoever. Pelko Zebras and Arnas STB taking some damage because they're outside the ring, but again should not be a big issue for them. So here are the team names, right? Italiano, Easy SS, Gaxi, Energy Creator. Then you've got Psychodan, Chef's Knife, Starlord, and Rampage. This is where Psychodan and his team are. Are you kidding me? I can't go up. Oh, great. All right. Some action. They really have changed. Okay. Teams are really not looking to engage at this point. I guess they're still trying to loot more. Biking accident by Paparino. Definitely heard by Datmosin, Relic, Smithy, and Lead XX. Gets in. So Gora pulling us downstairs. Whereas Smithy and the team, Datmosin has a higher ground. Polash deciding to check if there's anyone at the front, but isn't. Gora's knocked out, he's crawling towards his teammate. Looks like nobody's going to revive him at this point. Nobody's going to take him out either. He may just actually make it. Polajas is waiting. Paparino heading towards the building, trying to figure out whether he can get in. Throws a grenade to distract them. They know he's on the left side of the building, our left. Smithy sees him, knocks him out. He just needs one more shot and Paparino's gonna die. And that's exactly what happened. Smithy jumping on the windowsill, magically shooting through the window and killing Paparino. Now remember folks, this game is early access. There are some issues in it. There are some bugs. So if you notice bugs, make sure you inform Playerunknown Battlegrounds on their forum, on Twitter. They're extremely responsive. So looks like the Banana team is making a hasty retreat. 51 players alive, with Paparino being first blood. Yep, Stifler, this is bad. I just saw you. So, Pulujas got knocked out. Does he have a teammate close by? Doesn't. Yeah, he does pull back. No, he's not close by. Never mind. Polajas. Oh, never mind. He's got Gora right behind him. See, even I have issues in first person. I can't tell people behind. Goraz smokes up the place to get close to Polajas to heal him up. Now, Relic and Datmosin. Datmosin probably has the best shot. Yep, Datmosin is the one who's actually taking all these shots. Kidding me. Polajas has now been healed up. He is running away. Popping on air farm, knocked out by Bishop. Headshot. Quite impressive. So the fights are starting to happen now. I think we'll stick in this area here. Remember folks, this is what the players see. Boppin, circuit flanks, both Amicron. Wow, that was a smart move. He decided to go around. He's low on health, he's fine, he's healing, Dark Shadow being taken out. More styling, not really being knocked out. In comes Boppin on air farm to finish it off. From going from almost dying to healing up to coming in and saving the rest of his team. TR Mighty Duck being healed, Darsha being healed by Stingray. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I believe the first team has now been eliminated from first person. Right, checking the circle. How's it doing? Ooh, not looking good for the boys up in Rozhok. They've got a long way to go, especially these guys. They don't have a vehicle. This could be trouble for them. Here's an interesting, sorry about the background noise, ladies and gentlemen. These guys really need to make a move, but the ring's going to start moving in about 60 seconds. They have a lot of ground to cover. They have a vehicle, so they're okay in that perspective. There we go. So, team at Rozhok has already made the move. Creep X does not know that, so they're still holding firm. They're probably going to wait till the ring starts moving and then jump into their car and head probably around here. That is the plan right now. Right, so these guys, Darsho, and his team are holding up the shack. And it's not really a shack, it's like a farmhouse type thing. And right now it looks like Arnas may cross paths with the TR Mighty Ducks, the guys who have actually taken people out. 4 kills, entire team elimination. Mighty Ducks, one of my favorite TV shows back in the days. Ooh, looks like some accidents happened here. while they're running through open field. Mr. Gergen is not in the best of positions, and now with the ring overtaking his entire team, they're losing damage, and that's not cool. Luckily, Nochinko has already decided to leave. But Cord click on Cord. Okay, it's not working. Let's stick with World Second right now. Okay, something that's right, folks. This is the last time you'll ever see a Jackal casting, for sure. I'm gonna leave this to Stifler because I think my settings are just, I can't even, oh there we go, now I can zoom out of the map. Voila, fixed. Right, Cord. Right. Okay, McGonagall is in a pretty decent position by the looks of it right now. If the ring closes in his favor, he will be quite happy with the position he's in at this point in time. Steven, 3381, not far, probably knows that they're, but this is where the situation becomes quite tough. You've got players closing in, And remember, folks, third person is easy. You can hide behind a rock, you can hide behind a tree, and you can take some shots and know your surroundings 360. First person, you only have one view. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some action because I heard the shots in the background. Chef's knives. He's gone. It's over for him. So now let's see where the action's coming from. Povas. Looking over at Tarkus. Question is, can he see Tarkus? Now I know there's a button to remove the nameplates. I just don't remember which one it is now. And folks, I think it's going to be safe to say that this is going to start getting quite brutal. Mr. Gergen, Walker Sitten just died to Cord and his team. Cord, I believe, is the Indonesian elite force. Part of the Indonesian elite force. They're still quite open at this point in time, and I think I'm going to stick with them a little bit to follow them, to see what they plan on doing. They're looking for Turk, but they're not finding him. The ridge obviously is not helping them out in that aspect. He's heard some gunshots on his left, scanning to see if he can see anyone, but he's more concerned about the one player that's crawling across. I don't think they'll have any issues in that. Energy Creator killed. Wow, this was a... Oh, I wish I would have seen this slaughter. This was a slaughter. These guys basically just broke in and destroyed everyone. Italiano and his team, my favorites in Lithuania. Hopefully soon they're gonna find an org that will support them. I've heard some good things. They're now secure in this building. They're still in the zone, so they have some time to think about. Elite Force is moving into Roger Codger. Will encounter them. Looks like Smithy's fine. Smithy's secured the south side. Aimpoint Gaming not having any issues whatsoever. They're going to head. Right, let's check out. Peliku's taken out by Darsho. Arnas, who is the last man standing in his team, needs to figure out what he can do. And there's not much he is able. Oh, great. There's not much he is able to do. So, teams on the outer side, with the exception of Bratva and Nikoko. Not Nikoko, not Nico. Seeing the new ring, he's moving into position for that. Italiano's team now needs to make a move. And they're encountering Elite Force. Elite Force and Bratva are probably the two teams that are closest in terms of rank, but it looks like Bratva has the upper hand at the moment. Position taken, but this is not Elite Force that they're going after. But they did eliminate Elite Force. The Indonesian team with a super high rating. Again, bear in mind they are playing from Indonesia, so they've obviously encountered probably a little higher lag or ping than usual. Darsho just killed Liova, trying to find Tegnas. Just a little peek, maybe get a headshot. Heard shots from behind. Let's see where our boys Italiano and Gaxi are. Ring closing in super fast. If you're left in this ring right now, you are in trouble. There's nothing you can do. Darsho got knocked out by Tegnas, the guy he was looking for before. Tegnas is well placed. He's in the ring. Gaxi's now in the ring as well. 5 players left. Full team from Lithuania, Bratva as they call it. And there's only Teganas who's alive. And there are our winners for the first game. Team Bratva with an incredible amount of kills. 23 kills. 23 kills. Ladies and gentlemen, this was poor casting, but I think this mode has a lot of potential. We are doing one more game after this, and we are setting that up right now. It's the same password as it was before. If you need the password, you can contact me, or you can contact Chris, who's in our Twitch. He's in our Discord as well. And I think this time around we're going to change some things. So let's keep it an EU server. Let's keep it 4 players. I think the one thing we need is maybe an increase in care package to make it a little bit more interesting and a reason to sort of go and attack beforehand. I think the rest is maybe Slight increase on armor would be nice to balance out the fact that it is first person and you can't cover everything. And we should be good to go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us while we load the next game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. We are back with the second round. Now, what's happened since the second round is the following. A lot of the teams came back. I believe one team couldn't. And what we decided to do was open up the server to the general public in order to get a full 64-player game. Now, our previous winners, Team Bratva, Italiano, Gaxi, Energy Creator, EasyZYS with 23 kills. Phenomenal. Now we have a bunch of players filling up, getting ready, and good to go. As soon as it is filled up, we will just start. Oh, sneeze incoming. Never mind, it didn't come. No, wait, it's still there. Ooh, that was a big sneeze. Of course, I was polite enough to mute. The stream because that's what people do. Let's see where Mr. Policy is, because Policy's joined the tournament as well. Alright. Whiskers, the Stiffer, Policy, Smithy, Aimpoint Gaming back in, Bratva back in. Who else do we have who's back in for?
I'm safe. Help me out. I'm safe, Maxim. Help me out. Give me your hand, Maxim. Help me, or you die, or you. I